Yes, and speaking of fun this Friday, there's a lot going on in Murray with improvements around town. And we are talking about the latest in historic downtown getting revitalized in Murray. And tonight there's actually a block party to celebrate.
Well, we have Clark Bullen here to talk about the grand reopening of the Murray Museum. So you turned this historic building, the mansion, into a museum.
Yeah.
That is cause for celebration.
Yeah, Murray City had the foresight to restore the Cahoon Mansion into the Murray Museum when they moved City Halls. And it's a beautiful building. It's a wonderful restoration, and it's gonna be a great centerpiece to the Murray Downtown Historic District.
And now you're with that organization, the Murray City Downtown District, and it's a nonprofit.
Yes, yeah, it's affiliated with Utah Main Street and Main Street USA, which has a mission of revitalizing historic downtown districts. So we're partnering with the city in helping restore our historic buildings.
And so how long did this process take to restore it into a museum, and what can we expect to see inside?
It's such a beautiful building.
Yeah, the city's been working on it for at least a year, if not two. The Murray City Downtown Historic District was formed recently to help the city continue with their historic revitalization efforts. This is just the first of many. Next month, they're having the grand opening of the Murray Armory that they restored, and then the month after that, the Murray Theater, which the city restored. But they have a plan for a whole downtown historic plaza, and the block party is to draw attention to this really cool historic area.
Can you talk about the process of how this all came about with, like you said, the new Murray City Hall being constructed? For those who don't know some of the history.
Yeah. So there's always been a love of history in Murray, and a lot of people who want to see the beautiful historic buildings restored and to preserve the historic Main Street. And so there's always been advocacy on that front, and the city and the city council saw fit to choose some specific buildings downtown to turn into a district. And so it's been in talks and in the works for the last 3 years. Construction started at least a year ago, and so this is kind of a long time coming to show what the citizens of Murray really want, which is to have a beautiful historic, to have the feel of a historic Main Street and not lose what makes Murray Murray.
Well, and I imagine what we'll find inside the museum is going to be interesting just on the history of Murray. I imagine back in the day, Murray was like way south, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
From Salt Lake City, it was a day trek.
It was at South Town with all of the smelter workers, various smelters in Murray, and so it was a very, it might be cliche to say a melting pot, in terms of smelter, but just a lot of people from all over, lots of different countries converging there, and that downtown, that little historic downtown, was the hub.
We're seeing some of the pictures.
People come get their mail. They'd come. There was a dance hall downtown, and so we hope to bring back that spirit of, hey, when you're done with a long day's work, come and socialize and
take pride in your town.
Hang out downtown.
Yeah,
and so
exactly. And like you mentioned, we are seeing some of the items that we might see in the museum. So if people want to visit it, what are the times and the days that it will be open?
So I don't know always hours, but I would imagine it will be Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 for the museum. Maybe later on the weekends. I'd have to look at the specific museum times in general, but today it's 10 a.m. for the ribbon cutting.
Cool.
If you want to show up for the grand opening and ribbon cutting by the mayor. And then the museum's open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then there's a block party all around it, dunk tank, kids area with kids games.
And the block party starts at 3.
Starts at 3
this afternoon.
Yeah, we thought we'd try to catch people after school.
But you'll be able to tour the museum and see some of these historic buildings as part of the party?
As part of the party, yeah, that's right. Come a historic block party, if you will.
And what else is going on in Murray these days? We give Ron Bird a lot of...
he lives in
He's
Murray.
always talking about, but it really is a gorgeous city. I think you have one of the best city parks in all of the valley, the city park down there. So what else is happening this summer?
So the Armory reopening. It's beautiful inside of the Armory. It's going to be an event space, and it used to be an armory back in the day to store all the artilleries or associated with the main Murray Armory.
So they moved all the big equipment out,
Yeah.
and they're opening it up as an event space.
Yes, and I am 99% sure that's on June 2nd. So we got a May 2nd opening and a June 2nd opening.
That's cool.
And the Murray Theater is really coming along, restored back to its original beauty. And and there is a plan for a historic downtown plaza, including the mansion that became the museum. And across the street is the Townsend home. Currently has NeighborWorks inside of it. I don't know if they'll stay after the renovation, but there are plans to be like some permanent food trucks, some trolley cars, and just a really cool place to stroll and hang out. And that whole block is getting renovated as well. The city has a contract with Rockworth Development, and there's going to be new restaurants, new retail shops, eateries, boutiques.
Well, it sounds like a lot of this is happening within not a very long period of time. Like it's like in the last year or two, it's just been okay. Let's make it happen.
Oh yeah, and the former city hall is also being developed by the Triumph Group. I believe medical facilities. Some living, like some housing will be there. I believe condos for purchase and a plaza there as well for by some restaurants. So Murray's moving and shaking.
Yeah, a lot of changes coming to Murray.
Ron's going
right.
to run for mayor.
That's right.
Maybe.
Nice. I'll support him.
Mayor Hales is doing a good job.
Oh, yeah, after Mayor Hales.
After
Right,
Mayor,
when Mayor Hales is done. Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming in, and have fun today at the block party.
I will. I'll sleep well tonight after it's done.
All right.